Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days brings another moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate. Stir up Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in a different key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Happy me, Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious duke, this man has bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung of fleeting voice verses of fleeting love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious duke, be it so that she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other shall be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me, for I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here as to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in that case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood. For if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I to be in shady cloister mute, to live a barren sister all your life. Thrice blessed they that masters owe their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled, than that which, withering on a virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwishing yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship. On that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest by austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazy tale to my certain right.
You have your father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he has my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my right offer I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes in every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius, and which is more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter, Helena. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes. So it's an idolatry upon this spotted, inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, by which no means you may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, Paul.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chanced the roses there to fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught I could ever read, could ever hear, by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh, hell to choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there is sympathy in choice. War, death, sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collie night. And ere a man hath power to say, behold! The jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick, bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers were ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, for it is a customary cross, as true to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens her house is remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. To that place, the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without a town, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by that which knitteth souls and prospers lovers, by all the vows that men have ever broke, in number more than women ever spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet thee.
He promised, my love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Sickness is catching. Oh, where favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice. My eye, your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
That my frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
That my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, for that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then, what graces in my love doth dwell, that he hath turned this heaven into a hell.
Helen, to our minds we will unfold, tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold the silver visage in the watery glass, through Athens' gates we have devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds, were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes, and seek new friends in stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee that Demetrius. Keep promise, Lysander. We must starve our sight of lovers' food tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dotes on you.
How happy some or other some may be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so, and as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile holding no quantity. Love looks not with the eye, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind, nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste,
and therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice she is so oft beguiled. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyes, he hailed on oaths that you were only mine. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight, thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll with every man's name which is thought fit through all Athens to perform an hour interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, go to Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Marry. Our play is the most lamentable comedy and cruel deaths of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you.
Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus. Francis Flute.
What is Pyramus? A lover? Or a tyrant?
A lover. That kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms! I will condole in some measure. To the rest.
Francis.
Yet, my chief humor is for a tyrant. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far, and make and mar his foolish fates. This was lofty. Lovers more condoling. Now, name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute the bellows mender.
Here, Quince.
You, Flute, must take Thisbe on you.
What does this be, a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let not me play a woman. I've a beard coming.
That's his old one. You can play it in a mask and speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe! Thisbe!
Ah, Pyramus, my lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, no. You must play Pyramus. And Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starbling the tailor.
Here, Quince.
You must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout the tinker.
Here, Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you, the lion's part. And I hope here's a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you would do it too terribly. You'd frighten the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek. And that for enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son. I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you, and 'twere any nightingale.
You can play proper man, as you shall see in a summer's day. A lovely, gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts. And I beg you, entreat you, and desire you to call them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town. There we shall rehearse. For if we meet within the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. I pray you, tell me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, thorough bush, thorough briar, over park, over pale, thorough flood, thorough fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve my fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone. My queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen must not come within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because she of late refuses his attentions. And jealous Oberon would have her solely his, but she perforce withholds her affections. And now they never meet in Grover Green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do square, for all their elves for fear. Creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or you are the shrewn knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you she who frightens maidens of the villagery, mislead night wanderers laughing at their harm? Those of Hobgoblin call you Sweet Puck. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you she?
Thou speakest you right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I just to Oberon and make him smile, and sometimes look on in the gossip's bowl. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? Thou come from the furthest steep of India, but thou pursuit the bouncing Amazon, buskined mistress, warrior love. To Theseus must be wedded.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania? Glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love for Theseus.
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never, since the middle summer spring, met we in hill, dale, forest, or mead, or in the beach at margins of the sea. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge sucked up from the sea, contagious fogs which falling in the land have every pelting river made so proud that they've overborne their continents. No night is now with him or carol blessed. The moon, the governess of flood, pale in her anger, washes all the air. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. The hoary-headed frost falls on the fresh lap of crimson rose. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, the angry winter, they change their wonted liveries. And the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. These same progenies of evil come from our debate, our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. But if you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I will spare your haunts.
Give me thy troth, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away! She'll try downright if I longer stay.
Go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury! My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory, that very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed. A certain aim he took, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet, marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. And maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this flower, this herb I showed thee once, for the juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, I'll make her render up her love for Theseus. But who comes here? I am invisible. I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll stay, and the other stayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood. Hence get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. Leave your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not nor I cannot love you?
Even for this, do I love you the more, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you?
I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on thee.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you and my respects are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I will run from thee, and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, boot the speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions, let me go!
Fly, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on thy sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make it heaven of hell!
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower there?
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. With the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garment he hath on. Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so. Come now, a roundel and a fairy song, and for the third part of a minute hence, some to kill cankers on muskros buds, some to war with reaver mice for their leathern wings, some to pluck the wings from painted butterflies, and to the clamorous owl who nightly hoots and wanders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now sleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
Spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs may not see, newts and blinds do no wrong. Come down near a fairy queen, Philomel, with melody sing our sweet lullaby. Weaving spiders come not near, and two long-legged spinners then. Beetles black approach not near, worm nor snail do no offense. Philomel, with melody sing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Never harm, dispel or charm. Come, our lovely lady night. So good night with the lullaby.
Hence away, now all is well, but one aloof stand sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce, or cat, or bear, pard, or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak truth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both. One heart, One bed, two bosoms, one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear. Lie further off, do not lie so near.
Well, take the sense, sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms in a single troth. For by your side no bedroom you deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride. If Hermia meant to say that Lysander lied, but, gentle friend, for loving courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation as may well be said, much becomes a virtuous bachelor and maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love never alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer, say I. So end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep, give thee all his rest.
Through the forest have I gone, though Athenian found I none. And whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence! Who is there? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl upon thy eyes I might throw, the power just charm doth owe. When thou wakest, the love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Nay, wilt thou kill me, sweet Demetrius?
I charge thee hence and do not haunt me thus.
Wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so!
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
Well, I am out of breath in this long chase. The more my prayers, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eye so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead, or asleep, I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run to the fire! I will for thy sake, transparent Helena. Nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where's Demetrius? Oh, fiddle word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so. Lysander, say not so. What? Though he love your Hermia? Lord, what so? But Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content? With Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her spent. Not Hermia, but Helena, whom I love. Who would not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says that you are the worthier maid. Things grow when you're not ripe until their season. So I, being young till now, ripe not to reason. And now, touching the point of human skill, reason becomes a marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I o'erlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never know, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye. But you must flout my insufficiency. Good troth you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But very well, perforce I must confess, I thought you Lord of true gentleness. Though that a lady of one man refused, should it therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there. And never mayst thou come Lysander near. With all my powers, address her love and might, to honor Helena and be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here! Lysander, look, how I do quake with fear! Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander, Lord! Out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, and here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, that what's on Drake, our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Quince,
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword and kill himself! Which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By lacking the parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we shall have such a prologue, and
Will not the ladies be afeard of a lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourself to bring in, God shield us! A lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing. For there is not a more fearful wildfowl than a lion living, and we ought to look to it.
I suppose we must have another prologue then?
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same defect, ladies, or
Fair ladies?
fair ladies, I would wish you, or
I would request you.
I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble. My life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And there indeed, let him name his name, and tell them plainly, he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. Then there are two hard things. We must bring moonlight into the chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe says the story did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar! A calendar! Look in the almanac! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Yes, it does shine that night.
Why then, may we leave a casement in the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and lantern, and say he comes to disfigure, or present, the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in a great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe did talk through the chink of a wall.
You could never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him to signify wall. Or let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoke your speech, enter into that grave, and so every man according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A plantord? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Pyramus, speak, Thisbe, stand forth.
The flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors. Odors.
Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
Stranger Pyramus hath e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you must know he goes but to see a voice he has heard, and will come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose of triumphant briar. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus tomb, man? Well, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
That's true, the truest horse.
Yeah, I would never tire.
If I were fair, fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous. Oh, strange. We're haunted. Pray, master, fly, master, help.
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar.
Why do they run away? This is knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place, do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, that they shall hear, I am not afraid. The ouzel cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flower? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. My ear is enamored to thy note as my eye enthralled to thy shape. That fair virtue's force perforced me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I have enough wit to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state. I love thee, therefore go with me. I will give thee fairies to attend upon thee. They shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing, one pressed flowers doth sleep. Peace blossom, cobweb, mustard seed.
Ready? And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, green figs, purple grapes, and mulberries, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail, hail,
Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I
Cobweb?
beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb?
Good Mistress Cobweb, I shall desire you of more acquaintance. If I cut my finger, I shall be bold with you. Your name, honest lady.
Peas Blossom.
I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peacock, your father. Good Mistress Peace Blossom, I shall desire you of more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you.
Mustard seed.
Good Mistress Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. The same cowardly, giant-like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman in your house. I promise you, your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I shall desire you of more acquaintance too.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, weeps with watery eye, and when she weeps every little flower. Tie up my lover's tongue, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirits?
My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in the sport, forsook his own scene and entered in a break. When I did him a disadvantage take, an ass's gnaw I fixed on his head. Anon, his dispute must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. When they him spy, so at his sight, away his fellows fly, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But, hast thou yet lacked the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, so that when he waked, or forced, she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Why rebuke you him who loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I could use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being over shoes in blood, then plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be but thou hast murdered him, and so should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart by your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright and as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him to me?
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
The privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part thyself. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, Therefore, for a while I will remain, so sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. If death that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which now in some slight measure will pay, if for his tender, here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue some true love turned and not a false turn true.
If fate o'errules one man holding troth, a million fail confounding oath on oath.
About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens seek thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery. Sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Should we their fond go pageant see? Oh Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand close. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Why should you think that I woo you in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow I weep, and thou so born in their nativity, all truth appears.
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and be put on two scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none, in my mind. Now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen! Goddess! Nymph! Perfect, divine! To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh let me kiss this princess, pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do? But you must join the souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. You both are rivals, I love Hermia. Now both rivals to mock Helena, a trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so, for you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you of my part, and yours of Helena's to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do to my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to hers but as guest-wise sojourns. Now to Helen is its home returned, there to remain.
Helen is not so.
Spares not thy fate, thou dost not know. Lest to thy peril thou wilt buy it dear. Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Dark night that from the eye its function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Thou art not by my eye, Lysander, found. My ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide. Fair Helen, had more in kills the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsels we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent, oh, is all forgot? All school days' friendship, childhood and innocence? Will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning our poor friend?
I am amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face? Have you not made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph divine and rare? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me, forsooth, affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What, though I be not so embraced as you, so hung upon with love so fortunate, but miserable most, to love unloved? This you should pity, rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But very well, 'tis partly my own fault, which absence shall soon remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena! Hear my excuse! My love, my life, my soul, fair
Oh,
Helena!
excellent!
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do. I swear, by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
Thou say so, withdraw, and prove it too.
Quick, come, take on as you would follow. But yet, come not, you are a tame man, go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, wild thing, let loose, or I will shake thee like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love? Outlawed medicine, out-hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Me, what news is this, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? Am as fair now as I was erewhile? Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me.
I, by my life, never did I desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain nothing truer, 'tis no jest that I do hate thee. And love, Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love. What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fie, if faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. I perceive that she has made compare between our statures. She has urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, she has prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak, how low am I? I'm not yet so low but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
Pray though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she's something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower, hark again!
But Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Ever kept your counsels, never wronged you. Save that in love unto Demetrius, I told him of yourself into this wood. He followed you for love, I followed him. And now will you let me quiet go to Athens will I bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go.
Then get thee gone. What is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What with Lysander?
Demetrius.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee.
No, she shall not, though you take her part.
When she's angry, she's keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again? Nothing but low and little? Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf! You Venus! Hindering, not grasp me! You be, you
too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena.
Now follow, if thou darest to try whose right, of thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow, nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
Mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence! Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy neighbors woefully!
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have wanted in Athenians' eyes. And so glad am I it so did sort, as they're jangling, I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hide therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one comes not within another's way, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with batty wings and leaden legs doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eyes, to take from thence all air with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her troth. Then I will her charmed eye release from monstrous view, and all things shall be peace.
Fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night's dragons tote the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger.
Make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I'll be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to plainer ground.
Lysander! Thou run away, thou coward! Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Art thou bragging to the stars? Telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars? It will not come. Come thou recreant, come thou child.
Yea, art thou there?
He goes before me, still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster did he fly. Here arrest me. Come thou gentle day. Worth but once thou show me thy great lights. I'll find Demetrius and revenge his spites.
Ho, 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 coward! Why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I woke thou once before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither. I am here.
Nay, thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear if ever I thy face by daylight. See, now go thy way. Faintless constraineth me. To measure out my length on this cold bed, by day's approach look to be visited.
Oh, weary night! Oh, long and tedious night, I bade thy hours shine comforts from the east that I may back to Athens by daylight, from mine own company detest, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Hippo 3. Come one more. kinds make up for. Here she comes, Carson sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females sad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with dew and torn with briars, I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. I'll rest me here till the break of day. Heaven's shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And in the country proverb known, that every man shall take his own, and in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have his Jill, naught shall go ill, and all shall be well. Come, sit upon thy flowery bed, while thy amiable cheeks do coy, and sticks musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready.
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Cobweb?
Ready.
Mistress Cobweb, good madam, get you your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And bring me the honey bag. Have a care, the honey bag break not. Where's mustard seed?
Ready.
I pray you, leave your courtesy, good lady.
What is your will?
I must to the barber's, for methinks I am marvels hairy about the face. And I am such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear for music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what wilt thou desirest to eat?
Truly, a peck of provender I could munch under good, dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire for a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies be gone, be always away. So dost the woodbine, sweet honeysuckle, gently entwist the ivy so. Oh, how I love thee. Oh, how I dote upon thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle folk, take this transforming scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, waking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accident but the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
Oh, my Oberon, what visions I have seen. Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how I do loathe his visage now.
Robin, take off this head.
Now, when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep. Mary King, attend and mark, for I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silent sad trip we after night shade, we the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my king, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that sleeping here I was found, with this mortal on the ground.
Now our observation is at hand, and we will have the bower of the day. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander, this Demetrius is. This Helena, old Nadar's daughter. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and, hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnities. Good morning, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these birds but to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. But as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly would I speak. And now I do bethink me. I came with Hermia thither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without peril of the Athenians.
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the Lord upon his head! They would have stolen away. They would. Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. Of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose thither to the wood, and I in fury followed them, fair Helena in fancy following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power is my love for Hermia melted as the snow, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, I was betrothed ere I saw Hermia. Like a sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health come to my natural taste, and now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met, for of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us, these lovers shall eternally be knit. Away with us, 3 and 3, we'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Apollo.
Methinks I see things with a parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let us follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho, Quince, flute the bellows mender, snout the tinker, starveling. God's my life, stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream, past the wit of man to say what dream it was. And man is but an ass if he will go about to expound this dream. Methought I was... There is no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had... And man is a patchet fool, if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand, not able to taste, his tongue to perceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called
Bottom's dream. And I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he's transported.
If he come not and the play is marred, it goes not forward, doth it?
It's not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he is simply the best wit of any handicraftsman in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too. And he was the very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragona, paramour. Is God bless us? A thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming up from the temple with 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone through, we had all been made men.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom, oh, most courageous thing, most happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what, for if I tell you, I am not true Athenian. I will tell you everything, right as it fell out.
Let us hear then, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. We'll get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Every man look o'er his part. Meet presently at the palace, for the short and the long is, our play is preferred! And, most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I will have no doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away. Go! Away!
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth in fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us. Wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away the long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Aegeus, where's our usual manager of mirth? Call Philostrate. What revels are at hand? Is there not a play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour?
Here, mighty Theseus, there is a brief how many sports are ripe. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch, to the harp. Well, none of that. The thrice 3 muses mourning for the death of learning. That is an old device. A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical. Tedious and brief? That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How will we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have ever known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there is not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But with more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men who work here in Athens, which have never labored in their minds till now, and have toiled their unbreathed memories. with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord. It is not for you. I have heard it over. And it is nothing in the world. Unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will see that play. For never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender. Go, bring them in.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble justice shall take in might, not merit. Love and tongue-tied simplicity in least speak most to my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let her approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is, all for your delight, we are not here, that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This prologue doth not stand upon points.
She hath read her prologue like a rough colt. She knows not to stop.
Good moral, my lord, for it is not enough to speak, but to speak truth.
Indeed, she hath played on this prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, is certain. This man with lime and rough cat doth present wool, that vile wool which did these lovers sunder. And through walls chink, poor souls, were they content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man with dog, bush of thorn and lantern present his moonshine, for if you will know by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night did scare away. Or rather, did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat was bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling, bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if Lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In the same interlude it doth befall that I, one, Snout by name, shall present a wall. And that same wall I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper very often secretly. This loam, this rough cast, this stone doth show that I am the same wall, the truth is so. and this the cranny right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you prefer lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse went forth.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim look night! Oh, night with hue so black! Oh, night which ever art when day is not! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack! 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 I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot! And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall that standeth between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss, cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall methinks being sensible should curse again.
No. In truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You will see. It will fall past as I have told you. Oh, yonder she comes.
Oh, wall! How often hast thou heard my moans, reporting my fair Pyramus and me? My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones. Thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice! Now lie to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love! Thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall!
I kissed the wall's hole, but not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straight away?
Nina's tomb!
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I war, my part discharged so, and being done, this war away doth go.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse, if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come in two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here. When a lion rough in wildest rage doth roar, know that I, as Snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should, as lion, come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, and of good conscience.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
Well, he should have worn the horns on his head.
He has no crescent, and the horns are visible within their circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put in the lanthorn. How is it else the man at the moon?
I am aweary of this moon. What he would change.
It appears by his small lack of discretion that he is in the wane. But yet, in courtesy, in all reason, we must say the time.
Proceed, Moon.
All I have to say is to tell you this lanthorn is the moon. Myself the man in the moon. This thorn bush my thorn bush, and this dog my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Minnie's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion!
Run, Thisbe!
Well shown, moon.
Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
Oh, mouse lion.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But say, oh spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck. Oh, dear. Thy mantle good? What? Stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell! O fates, come, come! Cut thread and thrum! Quell! Crush! Conclude! And quell!
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion's frame? Since lion here hath deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out, sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus. Aye, that left pap, where heart doth hop. Thus die I, thus. Now am I dead! Now am I fled! My soul is in the sky! Tongue, lose thy light! Moon, take thy flight! Now die! 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 Die!
With help of a surgeon, he might yet recover.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. And here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
Asleep, my love? What dead my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Quite dumb? Dead? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone! Are gone! Lovers make moan, his eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come, come to me, with shears as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore with shears his thread of silk. Tongue not a word, come trusty sword, come blade my breast in brew. And farewell, friends, thus this begins. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
No. I assure you, the wall is down a part of their fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue?
No epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse. When all the players are dead, there need none to be blamed. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time.
This palpable growth play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight we hold this solemnity in nightly revels and jollity.
Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with Brook before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite.
Hand in hand with fairy grace, we shall sing and bless this place.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three, ever true and loving be. And the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. Every fairy take their gate, and each several chamber blessed through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it, blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended, that you have yet slumbered here while these visions did appear. And in this weak and idle theme, yielding nothing but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. Else the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.